Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
This truly is a place of which you never tire. The San Siro, one of the most historic of football venues in Italy, or indeed anywhere.
Great chance! Oh, he's really drilled it.
Well, look at him, furious at himself for missing. Having said that, the manager applauds his effort to find that bottom corner.
Now it's Dembele. Thuram. And a chance! Goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
A mere formality, nigh on a certainty, he is truly in the zone.
Well, was there ever any doubt? It made it look like he's done it over and over and over again, and he has.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Now it's Bellingham. Alexander-Arnold gets into some space. And we have our very first corner. Thuram tries to clear, knocks it into space. And now they can spring out of defence. And it's Valverde. Tchouaméni calmly anticipates. Camavinga! It's bounced back off the post. Dembele chasing after it. Camavinga. That pass has been well intercepted. Pinches it off him. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Koundé cuts it out. Mbappe is sporting a guilty look after that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
And he's worked it through. That's a good ball. Big chance! Really well taken goal. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
And now he has two. France are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
And that's been drilled in. Hernandez gets rid without sophistication. And here's Mbappe. Conte. Now he's off and running. Madrid have reclaimed it.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Well, that looks a decent ball. He's in plenty of space here. Well, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. And that's left him on the seat of his pants. Oh, he's been... And the shots! Madrid are looking to go forward now. Kante gets across to intercept that. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Tchouaméni. And it's Valverde. It's Vinicius Junior.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And here's Mbappe. Short changes him with that pass. France applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Yeah, there are so much of them, but of course, he's gone for goal! Oh, that was no routine save.
Mbappe clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And that is as far as they're going to go. Tchouaméni. Hernandez. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Tchouaméni. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Shoots! It's in! You don't keep those outs. He knew, he just knew.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
And it's Hernandez. Camavinga. Camavinga. This is promising. France have got it back and they'll have another go. He's shifting through the gears here. Tries to play it through. Looking for options for movement. He's picked his way through. Judge, sure, has fallen kindly here.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Conte. Tchouaméni. Vinicius Junior. And that'll be the final action of the first half. So, engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one. Caution certainly not on the agenda here, from both sides.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
And we're underway again.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Good ball, good take. That's travelling a long way. And they're quick to get it back. Well, that is one way to stop him. The referee's awarded a free kick. Alaba. Spread neatly. Kante gets a foot in here. Mbappe. That is Conte. And Koundé. Hernandez spots it and intercepts. Can he get it through? Well, that's well seen too. Played back to the goalkeeper. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? He's a sharp little ball here. Always onto this. Now, can he find a finish? Upamecano gets good distance on it. A noticeable change in the approach to defending here, much more in your face.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
Oh, that's fabulous. Skim.
Can he finish? It's there! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
Lacking for neither time nor space. It could scarcely have been more straightforward.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
Attenzione, un cambio.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
We have ourselves a real game here.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
This looks promising. That has been slung wide. Camavinga gets into a good position.
Oh, sweet feet.
Now this could be a chance. Vinicius Junior receives it in a good position here. Madrid do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Rodrigo.
Chance for a shot!
Oh, it's hit the post! And that has been clubbed away. Rudiger. Played out to the left flank. Mbappe. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Conte. Great vision. Now it's Thuram. Can he get on the end of this?
He's having a shot! Oh, how good is he? About as smooth as it gets. And again they hit the front.
Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Well, the defence were being far too casual there, Peter. Far too slow to switch on to the danger. That's the kind of thing that makes managers go crazy.
Sostituzione per la Francia. Numero 6.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Cambio di giocatori.
France go into the lead. Goulet. Madrid will have one further opportunity to make a substitution after this, their latest change.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And he was quick to react. Hernandez threads one in. Dembele proves just a little bit too strong. He is through here. Hernandez crosses. And that is out and behind. It's a good block. France have their second corner now.
Sostituzione per la Francia. Numero 10. Lascia il campo per il numero 11. Attenzione, una sostituzione.
France clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Rudiger. Nice control. Now it's Kante. Now it's Dembele. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And it's Conte. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Pressing high and with purpose. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Now it's Rodrigo. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Now it's Tura. Koundé. Conte. Looking to play him in, and he's picked it up out wide. And it's played in.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
That'll be a throw-in.
Ci saranno 3 minuti di recupero.
Dembele, 2 assists to his credit already. And the number on the board is 3. And it's Diaz. No, it's come to nothing.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And time is up. Madrid can justifiably find this a hard one to swallow. They gave it their all, but ultimately they have fallen just... Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. Well, I'm Peter Drury and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Things really are sizzling here in Milan. The San Siro provides the perfect backdrop to the excitement which will follow. The action has already started. And he was quick to react. And Mbappe! That was superb goalkeeping.
Mbappe really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And we have our very first corner. And the finish! And again!
Well, it's been a very attacking start here. It's looking good for them if they can maintain what we've seen.
That's a shade optimistic. That has ended up in no man's land. Can he get it through? And he's picked it up out wide, delivered with swing. Quality ball. Camavinga threads one in. He's having a shot! Oh, surely that deserved better.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside. That's going in strongly.
Oh, good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
Well, I think it's good he took the opportunity to run at that back line. I'm sure it won't deter him either.
Oh, it's Dembele. He's a sharp little ball here. Nicely weighted ball. He's shifting through the gears here. Aimed in towards the centre. Up he goes! And the header is disappointing in the end.
Look, the defending wasn't too clever on that last chance. The cross had to be denied.
Madrid still without a single shot on target. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Now he's off and running. Oh, well measured. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. It's a good spell of possession, this. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. And this is Dembele. Valverde. Whistle's gone, that's foul. Oh, easy pickings there. Howson calmly anticipates. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Vinicius Junior really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he over...
There's the shot! Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Now it's Thuram. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Howson kept his eye on it, and he's there. Thuram is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Camavinga. And they're quick to get it back. Bellingham. Tchouaméni with the foul. And he is going into that little black book. Now it's Bellingham. He is through here. And he's cut it out. Nice looking ball. That's good vision. Thuram gets into some space. That is Conte. Conte. And this is Kante. Valverde. Well, that looks a decent ball. They're back in possession and ready to go again. He's beaten the last man. Might be dangerous. And a shot! What a wonderful goal!
Well, that's very much changed the complexion. It's also changed mindsets and moods in both teams, and it had to be him.
And he draws the sweetest of pictures.
Well, he had time to weigh up the fact that the keeper was vulnerable, and he duly lobbed him.
So the first moment... Chance! That's a half-decent try. He's free.
Goes for a shot!
Corner number 2 then. Madrid are looking to go forward now. Mbappe, Dembele, shot goal! Real chance! Now the ball's gone astray. And he lines up a cross. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. That's the keeper's ball. And we've reached half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Some first-half thoughts?
Look, it all comes down to taking your chances. That's a lead which is hard to justify, but they found a finish, unlike their opponents.
Madrid have made the crucial breakthrough, and they're looking pretty satisfied at the break.
Sostituzione per la Francia. Numero 8. Numero 7.
And we're underway again. A solitary goal. That has been the crucial difference. Rabiot. It's a promising position. Chance to deliver. Rudiger deals with that comfortably. No, he's not getting his way this time. Camavinga. Nice sequence of passes, this. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. But he's well positioned here. It's Rabiot! Now, who's going to be first to this?
Can't be expected to deliver anything better than that. This is heroic keeping.
Camavinga! Oh, denied brilliantly.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
And now they can spring out of defence. He's picked his way through. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Oh, tries a shot! He has done it! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring.
Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
Madrid are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
And here's Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior shoots!
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è di
Conte, the most
80.113
accurate
spettatori.
pass. And it's Camavinga. And here's Vinicius Junior. France needed that. They really needed it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Well, played right into his path. Real chance here. Oh, the ball's come loose here. Oh, he's been... And one more try! And it's there! And they are pulling clear here. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
A case now of complete control.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly.
Could be danger here. Oh, that's fabulous. Decent chance! Well, that is one way to stop him. Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. Aims beyond the defence. Played through for the wide man. Thuram receives it in a wide position. Oh, important interception.
France truly seem to be at loggerheads in trying to sort this out. Is it the passing or the movement that's the problem? I think both.
Sostituzione per la Francia. Numero 6.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting.
Not
quite. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Now, can they get him away? France appear to be... That's a foul. Simple decision for the referee.
Sostituzione per la Francia. Numero 9.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Attenzione, una
Tries to get it clear. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Knocks it into space. He's got away. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Looking for options for movement. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Kante concedes a free kick for that. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. It's just beyond his reach. Eder Militao kept aware, and it is that's clear cut. It's a free kick, and that's going to be a booking. Traumeri. Now he's got space here. That's beautifully weighted. And that has sent him sprawling. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Look at the space here. No foul, says the referee. Fofana. Goulet. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Shot, surely! Oh, taken with style. They're back within reach. The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
Ci saranno 5 minuti di recupero.
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? Upamecano, nicely aimed pass. Now it's Doué. Oh, they could break here. And the shot's on here. And the shot! He scores! Deep into injury time! Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
France give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, who's under pressure?
And that will be the final act. Madrid have emerged victorious in this match of thrills. The odd goal ultimately proving the difference. Alexander-Arnold claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
This was all about tactics, Peter. A weakness in the central areas, both in defence and midfield, which is something we referred to before the game, and the manager was smart enough to make sure it was exploited.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage.